Hello everybody, my name is Pritesh Jain, as you can see on the screens, and I'm going to talk about easy server setup with simple provision. This is one of the pain points which I feel I had faced, and to some extent, or the most part of the it, I have been able to solve it. How many of you do use Capistrano and love one-click deployment? Okay. And how many of you do DevOps thing and hate server setups? Okay. So I'm a very lazy guy, first of all. So these are the lines which I have copied from a repo called fucking shell scripts, which is an extension, which is a gem written in Ruby. And there is another gem called simple provision, which is extended from fucking shell scripts gem, which I'm going to explain. So let's directly deep dive into it. Just before that, I would like to say I was introduced to this gem in one of the meetup talks in Mumbai. So meetup talks do help. Let's deep dive into what I'm really trying to explain. Not thank you. Thank you is not yet. Okay. So there are few basic. Okay. So there are few basic requirements before you start with the server deployments. You just have to have a user on your remote server wherever you are trying to deploy with a sudo access, and it should have a passwordless access. Second thing, you need to have SSH key-based access. That is a mandatory requirement. These two are the mandatory requirements if you are going to use this gem right now. You can extend it if you want with some pull request of yours and use it. But right now, these are the basic requirements. So how does this work? You have to create 3 directories in our directory called provision. This is the directory called provision. This server setup is a directory which you can name anything, like say I work for Prizava, I named it Prizava deployments. It's the Prizava server setup. It is not about deployments. Let me clear it once again. This is not about deployment. This is about server setups. Deployments for you can use Capistrano, but this is about server setups which you do only once. So normally when you do server setups, you have a standard documentation, which steps which you need to follow. Install Ruby, install this gem, install Nginx, install Unicorn, and install Rails, and then start up your server, start your deployment. But we have to document that and do that each and every step manually, or use some tools like Ansible, Puppet, Chef to create our own server, spin our own server. So why are we using this? I'll just show you the usefulness of this. So these 3 file folders named as files, scripts, and servers. The files contain all the configuration files which you need to, the helper files you can say. You'll understand what it means. I have created a file called nginx.conf. So I want a nginx configuration to have this configuration by default. And then there is a folder called scripts. I have some scripts which I have written which does basic things like get, install. If Git is not installed on the server, go install Git. So I am deploying this on Ubuntu, so I have written apt-get install. If you are doing something on, say, Debian, you can use yum. So these are all .sh scripts. You can write anything. MySQL, Nginx, Ruby, I've created some basic scripts. Then there is a section called servers. So this is the manifest file where you define uh, what are the scripts you are going to install in what pattern. So I am saying file in the files section, nginx.conf is the file which I need to copy on the server, remote server. And in the script sections, you first need to install get, then Ruby, then Nginx, and then MySQL. I've commented out MySQL because right now I don't want to deploy it right away. And check this. This is a .rb file, and this env has. I've set up some env which has data as password as some password. And when I'm actually deploying it, what do I need to do? I need to just run this server command. One sec. Okay. I'll just go into the directory. Okay. Okay, fine. This is done. Okay, so this is the this is the simple command which you need to just say. Simpro is the command line tool which the simple provision gem provides you. You need to say which manifest you need to use, new server.yml. So there are like three servers. When there is a backend server, there is a front-end server. You can create two manifest files, backend.yml, frontend.yml. Name the scripts which you need to install, and when you need to give the remote address, like user at the rate uh, remote address where you need to deploy this. When I click install, okay, there is something bad interpreter issue. No such file or directory. Okay, so right now it is not working, but once you click it, yeah. So I'll just show you how it works. So once you click this command, it copies all the scripts on the remote server and installs all the relevant packages, whatever you have said it to do. So see, I have said it in say nginx.sh to install nginx and copy my nginx conf in etc nginx folder test.conf. So it will copy all the files from say nginx.conf in the directory. So you can use this to set up all the servers, whatever you want. Also, this is self-documentary. So you don't need to document it anywhere. You just need to take this folder, commit it somewhere where you can access anytime, anywhere you want. Thank you.